Okay, so I've been getting a lot of requests on how to do a fry scream tutorial, which I'm doing right now, but I'm also going to put false chord in there because I just feel like my last one didn't really explain anything. It kind of just like shot right through it too quick for anyone to pick up on anything. But anyways, first off, before you do fry or false chord, you want to do vocal warm-ups. If you don't, you're really just going to wreck your voice, to be honest. There's going to be like a lot of tension and it's going to be tight and it's just really not going to feel good. So just do some vocal warm-ups, and if you're not a singer and you just don't feel like doing vocal warm-ups, at least before you try to scream, just kind of like, kind of do that or something like that for like 5 to 10 minutes, just on and off before you try to scream, to get your vocal cords warmed up and ready to go. What to drink? Honestly, for me, it doesn't really matter. Like I've drink, whatever. I've tried everything from water to pop to orange juice. It really doesn't affect me when I'm screaming or singing at all, to be honest. But as long as you know what you're doing, I don't think it really matters. But obviously, the best thing for you to drink is water. So before you can scream, you have to know how to use your diaphragm. And if you don't know what your diaphragm is, I'll put like a diagram of a diaphragm, like right in this general area. But what it is, let me move this down. Basically, it's like a parachute shaped muscle, like right here underneath your, like it's not even underneath, it's like in your ribs, like right here. This is where your diaphragm is. And you need to be able to use that before you can scream. And if you don't know how to engage it, just yell. Just be like, "Hey!" And you can feel your muscle contract up, like upward, like into your rib cage, kind of. And that's your diaphragm. And if you still don't feel it, then what you can do, if you can do this, like if you can do that, that's also using your diaphragm. So learn how to use your diaphragm, learn how to project your voice with it, not use your throat. So now that you know how to use your diaphragm, hopefully, we can begin to do false chord. First, you need to like sigh. That's what I've seen a lot of people just sigh like that. And as long as it doesn't hurt your throat at all or make it tickle or anything like that, you're completely fine. If it did make it hurt or tickle or anything like that, you're not using enough diaphragm to push it out. So, sigh and kind of force it out, and then and that's basic your base to all false chord screaming. Now to get it low, how I do my lows is make the same mouth and throat shape you would as if you were whistling. So, and then you just hold that shape and throw a scream into it. So it's like, you just like want to drop your jaw a little bit more and kind of make this come down, whatever this part of your neck is. And that's how I do my lows. You can do yours however you want, but that'll just give you a start and you can mold them to whatever you want. To do your mids, just open your mouth. It's like doing a low, but you just open your mouth. So it's like, oh! Simple as that, So, really easy stuff. Now the highs are probably the hardest thing to do in false chord at all. You can do highs easily, but they're going to be really gurgly, and if that's what you want, that's fine. But if you want them to be smooth and like extremely high, you're going to have to mix them with a fry scream. So you're going to have to learn how to fry scream too. But high false chord is it's really easy to do. It doesn't hurt. It's just not as high as a fry scream. But if you still want to keep it in the realm of false chord, you can mix them together, makes it smoother and higher. Same thing with the false chord. You have to use your diaphragm to push it out, and you have to know how to make the bass grudge noise, which is really hard for some people. Like me, it took me forever to learn how to do it. But one way you can learn how to do it is if you like make fun of Marge Simpson from The Simpsons when she like sighs and she's like, just do that and then open your mouth so it's that's the bass noise. And if you can't get it that way, just close your mouth and say, and just hum like "nah" and push it. So it's "nah." It's another way to get it. And if that way still doesn't work for you, you can do a falsetto voice, like pretend like you're making fun of someone, like with a really high pitched voice, and oh my god, blah 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 blah, and just add grain to it. So slowly add like a grudge noise to it. So like the grudge noise, like just slowly add that into your falsetto. So you're like, and it should feel like as smooth as talking, to be honest. Like, okay, maybe not that smooth, but like 90% close. Like, fry screaming is so smooth when you do it, unlike false chord. False chord, is gurgly, but it doesn't hurt or anything. But fry screaming is really smooth. So if you have some gurgle in there, that's because you're trying to use your second set of vocal cords, the same ones you use when you fry scream. So you need to lay off those and just, you got to figure out how much air and how much compression you need to use to get that noise. And then you just mix around and play with it and add your own voice to it, and you get a fry scream. So you're like, I never met you or anyone! The lows and the mids or the highs and the mids for a fry scream are really, really, really easy to do. It's the lows that are really hard to do for a fry scream. Well, they're not hard to do, but they just sound like crap. So it's like, oh! So you need to add false chord into it and mix them together so you can get, false chord and a fry scream low, and they sound really good. So it's something like, bro, this is the turn, right for humanity. Really easy to do and stuff like that. But yeah. So really, if you want to become a good screamer, you need to learn how to mix fries and false chord together, so you can just have so you can have an overall good sound, just highs and lows. Plus, you can always just mix around and play with them and stuff. But that's pretty much the basics to it. And if I didn't explain something enough, just leave a comment or a message, or again, add me on Skype and we can have like a one-on-one session, and I can try to help you then and go into depth with it a lot more than a video.